Hi everyone, it's Heather Waring here from Women Walking, Women Talking. The best laid plans often go astray, but that's not going to stop me. I have had an intention for the beginning of 2018 with regard to regular communication with you, my wonderful women on my mailing list. Those of you who have come on walks, those of you who come on the Camino, those of you who've opted in to take part in mindful walking, and those of you who are just generally interested in the work that I do and want to hear more about it, because perhaps there are some of the things I do you want to be part of, or what I talk about interests you and you want to find out more information. So with that regular correspondence, I had two intentions. The first one was to make sure that you had 2 newsletters from me every month. And the second one, number 2, which was going to start in January, which is now, was that every other week you would get a video message from me. So yesterday, on a whim, I picked up my phone and I recorded a message for you, and it was all about setting goals and then making sure they came to fruition. I was really pleased with it. It flowed. It was fabulous, even if I say it myself. And then I went to upload it to YouTube, and it was over 15 minutes long. Anyway, you don't need to know all the rest, but it became a bit of an impossible task. And even the guidance they gave me to be able to do it, I couldn't do it because I didn't have the button they said I had. So this is take 2 of the plan, and today I have no makeup on. Yesterday I had. So today you're really getting the edgy day in the office me. So what I thought I'd do is, because I think the issue that I was going to talk to you about yesterday, that of setting goals and making sure they happen, is really important. I thought what I would do is I'd give you the outline, the basic bullet points from which you can take quite a lot. And then what I do is I put together for next week's newsletter a blog post that has much more information on it. And I hope that that will be what you need. I hope that will be useful to you. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have already set your goals for 2018, and that is amazing and brilliant. And actually, I hope you did it in November so you could then segue into 2018 and enjoy the Christmas period. But if you didn't, there's no need to be dismayed, because it's only the 11th of January and there is still plenty of time. And actually, if your time over Christmas allowed you to relax, allowed you to spend time with family, allowed you to do what you wanted to do, and you now feel recharged for the new year, do you know, that is absolutely fabulous. So, excuse me, here we go. The most important thing to tell you at the beginning actually is your future really starts in the past. And by that I mean that the first thing that is really important to do when you're planning for the year ahead is to look what happened in the year that you've just closed the door on. And that is the same whether you're looking at your whole life or whether you're just looking at the business part of your life. And actually, because I very strongly believe that as holistic beings, we women weave everything together, then I would suggest that what you need to be looking at is that whole life, because family, friends, children, parents, where you want to travel to, the things you do for enjoyment are all encapsulated, as well as what you do for a living, in that whole life. And if you have actually come to a point where you've retired, or if you don't work for a living and you do other things, or health has been an issue, or you're at another crossroads and you're looking at forwarding a particular project, these tips are just as good for that. So the first thing you do is you actually review the year that you've just come out of and ask yourself a number of questions that allow you to gauge what worked and what didn't work. And I just discovered this piece of information recently, and it's called Do a Gratitude Flood. And I think it's a brilliant transition tool. So I'm going to ask you to put down in a journal all the things you're grateful for at the end of 2017, and then ask yourself, what do I want to be grateful for in 2018? And the answer to that is actually what you then start to base your goals on. And that's why I say it's a great transition tool. So having that answer in mind, start to weave and paint that big picture. So this is the next step. It's painting that vision, and make it a vision that excites you, a vision that gets butterflies churning in your stomach, that makes you smile, that makes you want to jump up and do it straight away. And then look at a way to keep that vision alive. Now behind me, this direction, yeah, just there, you can see my vision board. And that's actually my vision board from last year. I'm in the middle of putting together my vision board for this year. So do a vision board, keep a dream book, or if you're feeling really creative, I challenge you to go to Google and put in Mind Movie and put together your own mind movie. And that is like a moving vision board, and it allows you to put your images, your words, your music together. I am definitely going to be doing one of those this year. Now, when you've got that big picture, you then want to break it down to what I call the feeder goals that allow you to make that happen. So those are the main goals. So for instance, if I want to make my vision of doing even more walking out on the hillsides in France and Spain with wonderful women, where it's all about chatting and laughing and exploring and serious conversation and light conversation and eating wonderful food and seeing amazing scenery and amazing buildings and things, then, and being trimmed and toned, then two things need to happen. One is that I need to stop eating quite so much lovely food and sipping quite so much nice wine, and I actually need to take more exercise so I get this very walk fit body a bit trimmer. Second thing is that I need to fill those walking experiences so I can spend that time out there. Now you will know what you need to do from your own goals. So work through those and get 3 or 4 main goals. And then there's another chunking down that happens within those goals themselves, which is where you work backward from your big vision and you look at what you need to achieve quarterly, which becomes monthly, which becomes weekly, which becomes daily, and actually put those together. And I would suggest working on sort of 90 days at a time. So now you've got that, you've got your goals, then I often think that actually setting those goals is the easier bit. Making them happen is the harder bit. The first stage to making them happen is to schedule them so that you have a picture, so that you have them in your diary, so that you have all those things already laid out and you know how long it's going to take. That means putting in holidays, special occasions, regular commitments, and taking all the chunking that you did above and adding that. And the second bit is regular review and reevaluation, because you're going to be working with that planner, that diary every single day. And if you don't get something done in a day or a week, then it needs to move on to the next one, be scheduled somewhere else, or perhaps it wasn't that important and it needs to be thrown out. The third thing is your mindset. All that happens up here is key in your success. So work daily on that mindset. Keep it in high energy, high positivity. Keep yourself in high energy. And how do you do that? Well, you move your body, you go for a walk, you do yoga, you dance around your office or your home to music, you do your daily visualizations, your daily gratitude, meditation, you surround yourself with wonderful people, you journal. There's a whole range of different things. But you know, those things absolutely get you back into that state of high energy if you've fallen out. And it's when you're in that state of high energy that amazing things happen. So it's a step that should not be overlooked. The next step is accountability. Who are you accountable to? Many of us are accountable to ourselves, and to a certain degree that works. But you know, there's a point when it's very easy to make excuses to ourselves about what we haven't done. Much harder to make those excuses to an individual or a group. So I suggest you get yourself an accountability buddy, someone you can work with on touch base with on a daily basis. And this doesn't have to be an onerous task. Another thing is maybe become a member of a mastermind group. I've been a member of mastermind group for years, and it really has made the difference in growing my business. And the third thing is, if there's any kind of project or program you're part of, perhaps the people within that group will help to keep you accountable. Being accountable to people you trust, who you know have your best interests at heart and who are non-judgmental, are really, really important. And I want the next point to be about celebration. As women, and in fact as people in general, we're often, we hit that goal, that intention, that point that we plan to get to, and before we have recognized it, marked it, celebrated it, we're on to the next bit. So in this year, that's all going to stop. There's going to be celebration, and celebration doesn't have to be bottles of champagne and trips away. Celebration, depending on your task, can be a cup of tea and 15 minutes out of the office, a walk to clear your head and make you ready for the next bit, and just to really pat yourself on the back for your achievements. It can be going and having your nails done. It can be a bottle of champagne, a glass of champagne. It can be an evening out with a girlfriend. It can be a planned spa trip. It can be whatever you want. But it can be staged, it can be of varying amounts of expensiveness, whatever suits you. And finally, my wonderful women, this numerologically, 2018 is the year of being bold. So this is the year for you to step up, to step out into that space that is waiting for you, the space you can fill and the things that you can do. I want you to enjoy every single bit of it and to smile. And most of all, in this year of being bold, be bold. So I hope you got something from that rather quick rendition, which means I hopefully will get this in under 15 minutes. I just want to say it's always a pleasure communicating with you, and please communicate back. Tell me what you love. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me what you'd like to see. Under this video, in the newsletter format, you will also see what's going on in 2018, so you'll be able to link with the other things like the walks and the Camino experiences. And I'm just going to say, I hope your 2018 has started well. I hope it continues on a forward trajectory, bringing you lots of wonderful things. I'm here to help you in any way that I can. And please take me up on that. Love you lots. Have a great day. Bye.